What's up? Welcome back. This is a long time coming. It's currently May 2025. This actual video was recorded in December of 2024. So this video is about the design of the Army Navy Jolly Rogers wallpaper that we did in December of the week of the game. And I recorded my entire process, and I really wanted to share how I come up with final designs. And I figured sometimes it's not the best way, but it's the way I do it, and I think people will enjoy it. So I'm finally happy to share with you all how I came up with the Army Navy wallpaper for the Jolly Roger uniform. I hope you enjoy, and if you do, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Stay original. See you later. See what we can find. Like that's super cool, right? Like that's a vibe. The planes and stuff. You can see us doing something cool with the Jolly Rogers with that. I don't have too many really good photos of the F-18s, but we might be able to make that work. What's the other thing I wanted to do? Masters in the Air? Masters in the Air? Is that what it's called? I think. Masters of the Air. But like, yo. Right? This is exactly what I'm thinking of. Dude. This is the goal. This is the vibe. Can I save this image? Yeah. Just save it in my downloads. I don't really want you guys looking at my downloads. Not that I'm hiding anything. Then there was another one I saw in here that I wanted to. Yeah, that's. So for this, what's going to be interesting is we have to keep in mind that the clock on the phone is going to be probably on this. So maybe where we'd have like type where it'd say like Fear the Bones or something like that. Alright, let me go over here. See if I put it down. It's really nothing to hide here. Alright. Now I want to go through some photos. So if you don't know, the photos that we took for this was my buddy Delai, who is my best friend, one of my best friends since kindergarten. We grew up together. He ran track at UConn, and after he was done, he just got jacked out of his mind. So we decided, I was like, hey, like we need a model this year. Have you ever modeled before? He said no, obviously, but he's got like the perfect build for like a corner. And I was like, dude, we got to put you in pads. Like, I think you'd crush us. We'll coach you through the process. And we did, and it was pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie. So let's get into these. Look at these. Phew! If you haven't seen this shoot yet, bro, it is sick. So like, we have to use that one, right? Have to use this one. Maybe like that can fit that pose too up there. Maybe him like walking somewhere. We can use like one of these, like in the front. We can like recreate like an airstrip. Or do we put him on a beach? Like pirate vibes? But like Pacific beach, but like kind of darker, you know? Like not as bright and vibrant like Caribbean vibes, but like I think we have to. I think we have to do that, guys. What kind of Adobe stock stuff can we get over here? I mean, I think we have to. I don't even know what to search. Beach. Landscape. Caribbean. I don't even know how to spell Caribbean. Caribbean. I don't know how to spell Caribbean. There it is. Boop. Where is that? Is this AI generated? Nope. I want like this, but I want the flip. Right, like a jungle, Caribbean. I spell I'm gonna get roasted for that. Not knowing how to spell. I can put my own palm trees in. I don't need the palm trees. Maybe I just need to type in like beach and then I like implement my own. Yeah. I'm gonna have to really build this background. I think that's what we'll have to do. I don't want to be this low. And I can do something like this and just take this out. So we're gonna. Yeah, this is gonna be sick. Yeah. I can already see it in my head. It's gonna be freaking awesome. All right. Let's do like Caribbean jungle. I don't know how to spell Caribbean jungle. Caribbean. Cataban. 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 I sound so ridiculous. My neighbors are probably just like, yo, what is he just screaming about over there? Dude, what is... See, there's like 7 different ways of spelling it. Struggles. What did I just click on, dude? How to spell Caribbean. 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 Oh, that's what I said right here. Alright, Caribbean jungle. Wait, why is it saying I'm spelling it wrong? See, I want like this, but like zoomed into that. Like, right. What I want is right there. How big is this? Oh, it's pretty big. Might be able to, let's see. If you don't have a template for wallpapers, I highly suggest you make one. Because as a design, if you're a designer, right? Like if you're here, you're probably here trying to learn something, or you're just curious of how other people do it. Create a template for your wallpapers. It goes a very long way when you're doing this. So if you guys are curious, this is what we did last year. Oh, it's opening the beta. I hate that. I want the beta. Ugh. So I have my Wacom today because we will be cutting out. That's another huge pointer for me. Wacoms, dude. If you want, I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it, but it's like the tablet monitors for cutting out or like brushing anything. Like I know some people use the iPad, they love that. That's good for you if that's your thing. But for me, the Wacom, dude, is so sick. Sometimes it's a little footsie, but that's just technology in general. Like it's just being a pain in the ass. So this is what we did last year. It was pretty sweet. Like came out cool. We had that submarine vibes, you know? All right. So when I said it's good to have these like backdrops, because we're having these templates because I have them already put with the clocks, like where all the battery stuff is. So you can kind of already see like, all right, this is what the phone's gonna look like. And then have a dark version. I really want to see how big that little beach thing was. There we go. All right, let's just see. Hold on, I'm gonna make it so big. Shoop. The quality comes out to be not bad, but not what we're working with here. All right, so definitely like this, right? Like this is a cool, you know, like you can already see Delhi walking right here. So like I'm just going to, just for rough sake, just for boop, right? Oh, wow, look at us. We got a beach. We got a beach. All right, so I want the jungle now, right? Jungle would be kind of cool, or some sort of mountain landscape like that, but not really. Caribbean jungle tree line? That's interesting. Because it's just going to be in the backdrop? Oh, well, of course. Again, not crazy about doing that, so if we have to, we will fix that. Okay, so the big thing here, just to think about as I'm working and what my brain is doing. So right now we're just building all the pieces that are gonna go here, right? So what I'm thinking right now is we're gonna put, you know, the foreground with the beach. You know, we'll have Delhi walking here somewhere. There needs to be something in between this tree line and the beach as well. We'll probably put a jet here as well. Like we'll probably put like a landing F-18 here. So not landing, but like a parked F-18. Something over here. We'll have some tree lines here. Some palms coming in here. Maybe something like where there's something on fire. like smoke off in the distance, right? We'll put some mountain range here, and then we'll have sky with like that dreamy, like mast in the air kind of vibe of all the cutouts above here with some cool lighting and dynamicness to it. So just where my head is going, I probably should sketch it to show you, but I'm not gonna. We're just gonna talk through things, right? I keep looking here because this is where I could see myself, but I need to look here. So that's what we're gonna do. We're going to create the layers in this poster so that way we have this like perspective where it doesn't feel flat and we can see all the different. We'll probably add some like blur to create maybe some aperture, and it will be cool. It'll be very cool. All right, so now I really want to find. I don't want to say volcano, but maybe jungle volcano, Caribbean mountain. See like how these are without the clouds. I need the clouds gone. That exact shot. Is that it? That's pretty cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. It would also be sick because it's a skull and crossbones. Is that a vibe? I know it's AI. Got it. Sweet. Thank you. Yeah, it's too paint like. That's nice. Oh, that's AI too, dude. I like that in Adobe stock it tells you if it's AI or not. We'll have to put some skulls and crossbones in here. We could just put our own skull in there. Kind of like that. I mean, we could CG it ourselves too. Just licensing a bunch of stuff to get it going. So right now I'm just gathering a bunch of elements that we're gonna use to try to create this cool scene. That skull, I think what we can do is create some sort of, let's Pinterest it, like a skull mountain. Like this is what I want. I mean, I'm obviously not that good of an artist that I can create that. I mean, I wish I was, but like, I mean, dude, how unbelievable is that? I mean, we might be able to AI something and tweak it ourselves, but like, look at all the, we might be able to warp some texture. All right, we'll work on it. We might be able to make it work. All right, so we're back here, right? Now I'm looking for maybe an element where we have our mountains. All right, ignore the color. All right, we're gonna fix the color. Oh, jeez. These ponds, bro. I wonder if we can actually find a PNG to save us some time. Jungle tree line. No. Tree line, 2 words. Caribbean. I guess we're not gonna find a perfect one. All right, we're gonna do some cutting out. Dang it! Trying to avoid that. Ooh, that could work. Let's license this. PNG, dummy. Let's have any other ones in here. Ooh, I like that. Little marshy land over here. This is what I wanted. Love to see it. I just need something that goes in between it. But I could just find some tall grass. That might be nice to add. This is what I want. Bingo. Oh, look at those palms. Dude, we have so much here. Alright, we're in business. We are in a business. It is in the rule book. We're gonna create some sort of tree line here. I'm not doing that. We could do that. That would take a lot of time. I don't think we have enough time to do that. But in all else fails, if you really need to build something, Adobe Stock really does have a good amount of like things like this, where that's elements you just cut out and take. What did I do that I'm like only get? Oh, series. Duh. Like, what is going on here? I can add my own haze like that. I just have layers. It's a good idea. All right, I've just downloaded so much shit. We're all so you guys can see what I'm looking at. All right, we like this, right? This is cool. See what I'm saying? I mean, that already helps a lot. I don't know if that's gonna work there. Just trying to create this image, guys. I want this to be somewhere up here. I'll have to get those rolling hills. Didn't I just do some rolling hills? I'll have like something like those sticking in the corner. Oh, right. What do you do? Flip it. Actually, let me not flip it. This gives it some differentiation. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so we got the mountain, hills. I feel like it needs to be. We can hide that a little bit more. Maybe this, because then it will get the people's head. We'll get those heads over here. Oh, we got tons of room. Okay. All right. So we got that. Don't know. I feel like I need to make this smaller here. I want to put the skull here. I think that's what my brain's going. I don't know if we're gonna need that. And then we'll have like a little bit of haze that separates. Like that already looks pretty good, if you'd ask me. And of course, that's who I'm asking. Yeah, but like, look at that. Huh? Not too bad. All right, so then I'm just gonna add these, like, I'll probably redo these later, but just so we can get a good thought of what's going on here. Probably use these two because I think that the other one, and this will be in the foreground. There's a picture I do have. Let's just save this now since we're already cruising. All right, so look, we just kind of created a backdrop in 35 minutes. That's not bad. Granted, it's not polished or anything, but it's in a good spot. I think I'm gonna stop the video here. We'll be right back after the break. We are back for. I had to take a break, but we are back in this. It is 5:25 in the morning. This job is around the clock. It doesn't matter what time, whenever you can get it going. So, cheers to some hot coffee. Hits a spot. All right. So we left off with a solid background that we kind of got going here. Now I want to start probably cutting out some images. So let's go into my files. I'll bring it over here so we can look. 24 Army Navy uniform, some photo selects. All right. So there's a lot of stuff that we can really work with. Like from the walking point, we definitely want something of him walking, right? Or do we want him doing like a stamp onto the... That could be kind of cool if him like stomping the flag on there. Well, this one's gonna be sick for up top. We'll put that in there. I think we have to put Jack somewhere. See how Jack's by the background here? I think I need to make this bigger so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Can I bring this down more? No? What's this? Jack's back here. I feel like we can do something cool with that. That's pretty good. I really like that one though. Alright, we're gonna start with that one. So I'm just going to... How do I want to do this? I want to cut out the whole entire thing. So I want to open this with Photoshop. Okay, so I need to move it to my WAV now. For this section, it's gonna be pretty boring. I'm really gonna be cutting out. So I'll show you what I do. I don't know if you guys are really gonna find interest in it, but all right. So for me, layout's always weird. I use a pen and I literally draw around them. So make sure my touch is off so that my hand can rest on this pad. So I'll show you what it looks like. So it's like a little tablet guy, 13 inches. And I like tuck my keyboard under here. So I start by kind of just like drawing around them a rough cut. So we're gonna have to recreate all of his like foot shadows, right? So we got this like really rough selection. And then we're just gonna go in and fine tune literally everything and just trace the model. There's some marks in here that we need to probably clean up. Right here, see that? The dirt actually might look nice. Like might be cool, like a little touch here. Right, so this is why I'm saying it's boring, because you're literally just going to watch me do that for next. So I'm probably going to fast forward to this part. So I'll catch you after it's fast forwarded. What just happened? This is the Wacom thing I'm talking about that I can't stand when I have it. So every once in a while, the Wacom just like decides to not work. So I'll be cutting out. And it's probably because it's old. I've had this thing since 2018. But it craps out and it doesn't read my stylus. And now I'm going to have to go through a period of tweaking this thing out until I can figure it out. So, all right, we're back. Such a hassle. Yeah. Making me sweat. I like hold my breath when I do this. I'm really sweating. Hot coffee isn't happening. So it took me like 30 minutes just to cut out. So I like to do it. I think it's tedious. It's so tedious. But I think that doing it this way over like the quick Adobe ways that they allow you to do, like how they have like the object selection, I don't think it does a cutout justice. So, and I get a little bit of like therapy from it. Like when I was in art school, like the X-Acto knife and like cutting with an X-Acto knife like is so therapeutic. So doing it this way is like my X-Acto knife, right? Like they have like the pen tool, like it looks like an X-Acto knife kind of, but it's like an ink pen. I know, but it has like that. I don't know. It's nice for me. I like it. And now having done it, I'm a little bit concerned because I cut out an edited photo. So like this one has like the color treatment. That's what I mean by edited. It's already treated. So it might be an issue. I might have effed up. But we're gonna try it, and if it's not working out, then I'll have to go back and cut out like the original raw shot and then treat it afterwards. Because like I know that everything in this image already is not treated. So let's just, all right, we gotta cut out, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save all these cutouts into a file inside of the wallpaper folder. I would save them as PSD, so that way if I need to go zhuzh it, I can zhuzh it. Save. Burnt my face. Fun. All right, let's go back here. So the mountains, I think I'm gonna just object select. I think that there's enough. And if I need to go back and fix it, I can. At least I thought I would be able to. No way. All right, well, let's just do this then. Yeah, object select is kind of trash. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk there's flaws? All right. Let's drag in our cutout. Oh, it's Dinosaur Dell. Yeah, we want to make sure that it looks. So if we have them back here, but see how big the sand print is? We'd almost need the sand. You would need to be all the way back there. That's not too bad. I really want to get the F-18 back there. We have a picture of a parked F-18. Quick select this one too. For now, just And listen, so this is why I like the quick select, because I'm just trying to find out composition right now. So having the quick select for composition is money, but I don't think it's the right call, your actual final cutout, because there's so many errors. Like, yeah, sure, you can go in and clean it all up with whatever and just have it do the baseline for you. Sure. I mean, a lot of people don't have Wacom, so like the Wacom is as annoying as that little error was where it like didn't register the stylus. It's amazing. That's good enough just for now. Just to see if this is the right. I wonder if we could put it in like the fields, so we'd like feather these even more. Yeah, that's definitely it. All right, so we'll have to go in and edit it, but I'm just doing this just for now. We'll like fine tune that. That's pretty accurate. I mean, it's already looking really good. Let's put a sky here, huh? I want to do the sky like getting a little darkish. Would it be the other way around? No, that's right. Funny. I'm pretty sure I have some good cloud brushes. I mean, these are great for like, I mean, there's so many free brushes, which we'll have to use some of these brushes for like the sands. I thought I had some good fog brushes, but these are fog. So we'll definitely use the fog brushes like in between the layers. Yeah. Remember we were like looking at pictures and we're like, oh, misty. Like, make this white just for. Man, it looks like a pretty good cloud. Not too bad. I really want like a fire smoky thing going. I have good smoke brushes. That I'm not. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do that really quick just for fun. Where is that? That's right there. Okay. I want it to be in between here. We're gonna make a little fire. So let's think about fire. It has like a little bit of like black smut, right? Let's look up just for reference. What's that movie with Desert Storm? Is it Desert Storm with no, it's not Desert Storm, but it's Hurt Locker. Nope. Jarhead. This. See how that is? I want to create that. Vibes. I mean, it doesn't need to look as real as that. So you got a little bit of black, gets a little orange, and it gets to white almost. Okay. Let's get a little red in here. You know, I went too aggressive. We gotta go dark red. We gotta pretty much make this a gradient, right? Let's see, hold on. We're working through this. I'm just trying things, man. I have to stop anyway in a couple minutes. We'll come back to it. Looks like I have to put the fire. Might be too big, guys. Too big. So, you get the situation with how to make like smoke. I mean, I didn't even change the brush style, but you know. See how we're just trying shit out. I think I could probably find one of Adobe stock that's probably more realistic. Didn't burn my face that time. All right. I don't know what to call. Maybe let's try oil fire to see. PNG. Oh, there's something. Can't be that's AI generated. I just want to see. Now see how that it has that and stops there. Oh, let's just do it just for fun. Just to see what it looks like. I want something kind of like that, but not like that. That's too aggressive. Do not want a mushroom cloud. Not sure why they put that silverback gorilla in here, but does it really make any sense? Like, what does it say on here? Explosion with flames and smoke. Flames and smoke. PNG. See, like, low rig vibes. I want this, but with some more fire, I think. Let's try some of these. Kind of like merge the two. That might work. We just like manipulate this so that we just like turn this into a big fire thing. Let me find one more. Let's just flip that one just to make it not repetitive. Nice. Need like one more. Uno más. I mean, go back. That looks good actually. PNG, por favor. I'm just gonna take. I mean, maybe we just take like a little bit of this because since it's gonna be lightened overlay, you won't see much of that black soot. I'm gonna try this stuff first. Edit, transform, flip. Let's just warp it. Just want to see. And we just manipulate the crap out of it now. Alright, so now we're just gonna adjust. Where's our brush? Just a soft brush, please. And now we do our We'll figure out something. Maybe this is to go behind. Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right. See how this is coming together a little bit? We're getting there, guys. He's already got some glow here too to kind of like mimic the fire, so we're getting somewhere, peeps. Save that, and I'll be back soon. Outfit number trace. The third outfit, third time I'm recording. All right, we're back. Okay, and I didn't touch this. I almost did. I almost went back after it while I was off camera. I had to, you know, restrain myself. So I waited for you guys. So let's do this thing. All right. So where are we at? Okay. We got a great scene here. I don't need to do the app. I want to put sparks in here too, but I'm going to wait. And I want to finish cutting out. I want to cut this out officially. I think what I'm going to do now is lay out what these pictures are going to be up here, right? So let's get the clock on. See how the plane's like behind this thing? That's also making me want to fix that. So I'm glad that we're doing this. Now that let's flip that. I like the island version on the other side. Like all the palms and stuff, right? Yeah, there you go. Nice. All right, we're gonna check out these other photos now. I'm just gonna rough cut these now. All right, we definitely want, what was that picture? One of these. I like that one. Just, again, we're gonna do the rough selects. See if this will actually, there you go. Now we're in biz. All right, it's better than, okay, something there. All right. Where's that one I was talking about that I wanted to put in here? Ah, okay, I just saw it. Ah, there it is. I mean, right? Like with his hand going over them, dude. Have to. All right. Come on, work with me. Know what I'm gonna do? I have an idea. I'm gonna open those up in. All right, there you go. Just need the higher res-ish. And I'm imagining like his arm going forward. So let's just put this in a group just so that I can. There we go. Right? This is rough. This is just so I can get compositions. Don't judge my clipping right now. I can feel you judging. Do we like this one, or do we like the one where I think I like that one, right? God, these cutting out's gonna take me ages, man. Ugh. Okay. We're not worried about it right now. See, like, that's a cool photo, but like, see, I'm glad I didn't cut that out because like, it's not really as impactful here because it's gonna be a collage and it just kind of looks like he's standing there. So this is why we do this. This is a perfect example. If the whole flag was in there, I feel like that would become more impactful. I really like this one. I'm trying to use this from the studio though because all the lighting is the same. I really like this one. What else are we liking? I mean, that would work. I need one that he's looking this way, to his left. Because right now I got a lot of looking his right. I need something that he's looking to his left. That was a pretty good cut. I just need one. They're all because he's looking to the hangar door on each one of these. Except for this one. Oh, nice, straight out the camera. All right, we might be diving into some. Oh, here you go. Boom. So the lighting's not gonna be the same, but I feel like we have to. All right, let's see. I don't like the idea of this being the big one. Ooh, I think it has to be. Okay, we're in biz here. I really, really, really want to put jets flying in this. Oh, we have that skull too. Didn't we have a skull that we talked about yesterday? I think this is how we're gonna do it. The video's in 4K. let me actually reach out to, let's see. I reached out to Matt. He was our DP. He's got some stills. I'm thinking for the video, like we could probably, where's the page? YouTube. I mean, do I have the video saved? It'd be better on my, let's just see for now. Just copy that. Another one of these. Let's just put these in there just now for now. All right. Again, we're gonna just do some crappy classic, just to see if we like the idea. I forgot to. All right. Okay. I'm going to convert to smart object so I don't lose it. Size. So I'm converting to smart object because if you don't, and I shrink it down, if I want to make it bigger again, I lose all those pixels. So keeping it. Don't know if I'm gonna like that one better or this one. I think I'm gonna like this one better, honestly. Yeah, close enough. You know what? I converted to smart object. I think we're gonna do that. Okay, I think we're just curious though. All right, I think composition we're here, guys. Now it's just fine tuning it all. Oh, the skull. I wanted to put the skull in. All right, the skull. Where did I put that skull? Got it. Again, I feel like I don't need to explain myself at this point, but I'm kind of I'll get the gist here. It's gonna be kind of cool because I think we're gonna like bury this into the hill. Maybe put some tree on them. Right into that. All right, I think these are the pieces. Let's see which way I like this skull. Those are the pieces. Now, I'm gonna cut all this stuff out officially. So the jets, these big pictures behind, the skull, everything cleaned up, and then we'll come back and we'll keep going. And we're gonna start doing the color treatments, some more lighting, some effects, some overlays, and we'll wrap this up. All right, BRB. We're back. I'm gonna pull these guys out now. These are the jets. I'm not gonna lie, whatever screen grab that is might be better than whatever I got, which we're gonna check. Because the screen grab I got, not very good. All right, where's the skull? Okay. All right, let's put the skull in first. Since skull in first. So now that everything's cut out, I think we liked it here, right? What the heck? Okay, there's that. All right, I'm gonna put the flare shots in. Oh, not that one. I don't remember which one it is. There it is. This is the one that's gonna be really big. Oh, I don't want to do that. I think. Where's the mountain range? Here? Yeah. Cut that arm out. See if we like it. I don't know, I think I might like that it goes through it. Alright. And we gotta switch the plane, I forgot. Okay, plane's there. Let's see if we like the jets here. Yeah. Good with that. Alright. We are in business now. Composition is cut out real ones. Alright, so I'm gonna work on the skull. We gotta get this into the mountain. Alright. How do I want to do this? I really don't know. I think what I want to do is almost pull this section right here out of that mountain. And so it's right here, right? Delete layer. All right, and then what I can do, we're gonna turn this black and white. I'm gonna try kind of treat it like it's a jersey swap when I'm doing color changes. And if I do a multiply, it's already starting to get a little bit of it. And that screen, but we're gonna lower the levels so that same thing with the multiply. It's starting to look pretty good. And now I just need to adjust the curves of it where the blacks are raised. Create clipping mask. Create clipping mask. Create clipping mask. Alright. It's feeling pretty good. Create a little shadow right here. So it feels more like a... Put it more into the mountain. I think we can do that. I kind of want to actually match this shadow right here. Boom. Multiply this. Create a clipping mask. Multiply. Do some brush. Oh. Yeah, we want this to feel like it blends in with the mountain, right? Like maybe we turn that into a cave, like where the mouth is. It'd be kind of cool. I want to put some greenery on it, like dripping moss. Still good on time right now. Dripping moss? Does that make sense? Is that a thing? PNG? What the frick? I mean, I like the idea of all this stuff. Like, I don't really know what the word is that I'm looking for. But kind of like that, yeah. I want like that. That stuff. I'm going to take some of those pieces out. I'm really not going to do a lot to it because like, I don't want it to look too visible where it doesn't feel like it blends in with the flow. Just had an idea of doing a waterfall. Honestly, I'm going to put a little tree on here. Where's that tree at? I don't think you really tell what that is. But it's starting to look like a little bit more into the mountain. Maybe it's too much, but I think when this is all done, I think this is what's going to be really cool. So we have, yeah. Oh, dude, look at that. Dude, this is going to be kind of cool. I think this is going to look sweet. I want to put a tree in too. Do that first. I think like a solo tree would be kind of cool. Just a little greenery. I'm going to put this waterfall in here. The computer's starting to bug out a little bit, so I want to save this. Oh no. Oh, that would be so brutal if this just crashed. All right. I think I just have to close it. Let me reopen it. My keyboards weren't working. Dude, that would have been so brutal. Oh my goodness. That would have been so scary. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like this little waterfall in one of the eyeballs. What do I do? Like these are just like really small details that probably don't need to be happening, but like fun. Hell yeah. That's looking cool. I mean, the contrast and shadow is a little bit high on that, but like we could easily just adjust. See, now my layers are so crazy. I don't even know where's what. All right, so this is that. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way up. Let's just group all this crap. Skull. All right, let's do some curves on this. All right, where's the skull? I think I just lowered the screen on it. So, is it the shadows that are too aggressive? And maybe it's just this that needs to be lowered? Or maybe there just needs to be a adjustment layer on this that rises the blacks a little bit. There we go. All right, the skull is done. That was a lot of effort for a skull. All right, we need to now shadow him down there, add some lighting. We're almost there. I'm gonna have to stop the fucking video again. I'm just gonna keep growing though. Okay, so here's dull. We need dull-eyed shadows here. All right, I need, I wonder if I want to go from the back forward. I think I do. All right, let's get rid of the clock. All right, I need cloud brushes, but I think I'm just gonna use the smoke. Or maybe let's do this. Let's just grab some cloud. I don't need a lot. I just want something. Honestly, I can put like, see? Boom, money. Right now, I just want to put some like brightness behind each one of them. Create some cool lighting. That hero kind of stuff, you know? Not yellow. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put any overlay, any other glow on it. Just creating some separation here. All right, I really want to do the haze now. Remember we were talking about the haze? All right, so now I want to put in front of the skull that haze brush. I don't like that one. I actually want to put in front of the plane too, so maybe I have to do one behind, one in front. I'm gonna have to pause. Dang it, man. I need to make tall grass. I'll just get from like Adobe stock, some tall grass. And then once I get this phone call, I need to call timeout here, guys. All right, let's save this right now. Now we're gonna put some smoke. That's way too much. Maybe make a little motion blur here. I just want the haze behind them. It feels better. See, now we've kind of like blurred that out the sand a little bit. And look how this is coming together, guys. We're getting there. And like, let me just show you. I know that I'm gonna have to take a time out here, but like once we like put like some sort of color treatment on here where it's all one color, like it's gonna start to feel like it's all part of the same image, guys. You know, it's already feeling good, right? How about that? It's gonna be sick, right? So I had to finish off camera. So I couldn't show how I got to the final, but I think you guys saw most of it. It came out great. I really like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk through a little bit of what I did off camera. Pretty much the main things to know is I mainly just did like textures and overlays, a little bit of lighting changes, color changes. But most of the stuff, like, I mean, you already saw me do the skull, I think. So I just added some type, added some texture to dye the model, some lighting. So I'll kind of walk through. My layers get kind of crazy, dude. So let me just walk through a little bit of it. Background wise, we kept the sky. We added those clouds. I'm pretty sure we were on camera for that. Those brightness differences in between, right? In between each layer of him. A little bit of darkness in this, right? Because like I kind of wanted, like, where this is dark, I kind of wanted it to stay kind of dark over there. So I kind of had it darker behind him almost. Coming in, you can see a little bit right there too. Like, I kept it pretty dark right there. It keeps a nice depth and perspective, and also matches with what's going on in the smoke. The jets, I pretty much used that same smoke brush and kind of created for just one of them. I kind of cheated a little bit where I just made one, so it's just really one, and then just duplicate it 3 times in different layers with some curve adjustment to just make it so it's not as flat bright, right? Because before, like, that's what it looked like before I added it. Like, it's just too bright, so we kind of added some contrast, some shadows. This is the mountain, right? Not much there. Everything's pretty much the same as we did before. The skull was what was crazy. I got rid of that extra waterfall that was there. Was just unnecessary. It just didn't feel necessary in there. It kind of just looked stupid. We could look at it really quickly just to show, like, it doesn't really work. Like, I think it would have been cool if we, like, put an Easter egg in there. It could have been funny. A little late now because this is already out. But there was a deadline, so I had to crank through while I was off camera. I'll be better. What's this? This is just that fog and smoke here. The mountain range, right? I'm actually moved this over a bit, these pines, and changed that. I had to, that's a different one. I had to desaturate all these trees, right? So, like, see how that is, right? I made them all a little bit flatter, so kind of match with those front ones. You know, more of that smoke and that haze. This is sparks, so obviously this is the flame, right? You can kind of see how I did all dark over here, but then I added a little bit of sparks. You know, brightens up that area, kind of creates that interesting texture there. For the bones type, you know, kind of perfect area to put here. I really just didn't like what's going on right here. It probably didn't need to be, like, it doesn't, like, it's totally fine. Like, you just do the jets and it would have been cool. But I thought it would be cool to put Fear the Bones. You know, it's kind of the motto of this uniform. Let that thing rip. There's that foreground. Trees. Right? A little bit of haze back here. Nice little texture. Brightened up the plane a little bit. I'm looking at it because I'm like, do I really need to do that? But yeah, I liked it. See, it's so funny, like, those little bit of, I put tall grass here, but, like, it didn't even need it. Like, we're not even looking at it, really. Like, you barely see it, but it helps my train of thought. A little bit more haze in front. Probably not totally needed. Like, this would be fine, but I don't know, I liked it. Got your foreground. I think what we can really talk about is the shadowing and the lighting on Delhi down here, which is pretty, I feel like I spent a lot of time here. Okay, so what's this first one? This is just behind him, right? Just separating him from the backdrop. We put a little bit of brightness, like a little bit of smoke. This is a shadow. Kind of angled it. There's a lot kind of going on here. Masked it a little bit. We put like an iris blur. Kind of see what it looks like. So, like, it keeps this more area in focus. As we move it, you see the shadow move. So if you go into blur gallery, there's an iris blur, and that's what I used here. With a little bit of ripple effect because I wanted it to feel like it was going over the sand, where it doesn't feel. See, this is kind of flat, and then adding this ripple kind of adds that like level of lumps. At least I thought it did. Haze behind him to kind of blur out this line that we see here. I didn't want it to be straight from grass to sand, so I added some haze here. So we're just never gonna get this video done. Literally lost power as we were talking. I hope I saved it. I hope I saved it. That would suck, huh? It recovered. Shit. How annoying was that, guys? Alright, well, not a difference between these two. So let's go back to where we were before, I guess. Alright. So what we talked about last was Delhi. We were on the foreground here. There was a layer in here that this one, unnecessary, there's nothing there. This is a shadow underneath this foot, which you really can't see much. But it's there. There's him, right? So now I put like this gradient overlay over him, so you can kind of see what that does. It just kind of darkens that side of him, so it kind of creates that shadow, right? We want to try to create a bit of shadow here. And then I duplicated that, but to do the gradient, because I still wanted more. Like, I didn't think this was enough. I kind of still wanted to brighten up that side. So what we did is you lower the fill opacity here. Oh, you can't see this. So you lower the fill opacity, and what that pretty much does is it hides the photograph or the image or the layer, right? And it only shows the adjusted imagery. So when I do this, you can't see anything changing, but essentially what's happening is the image of Delhi, the model, is disappearing. So I can kind of show you, if I hide this, see, now you don't see him, but you'll see if I have an effect on it, right? So you only will see the adjustment, which I think is pretty sweet. So what essentially I wanted to do is brighten up that side of him, but still keep some of this shadow here. So I added another gradient overlay there. Then what's this? This is like sand texture. So you can kind of see like a little like sprayed sand. Kind of makes it look like he's moving through the sand. This is another version of the haze, but it's tan and with an overlay, because that felt like a hard light, so it brings the color up a little bit, which I thought was neat and nice. Another set of haze and clouds, right? So just like another texture to go over all this. Like, again, probably doesn't need it, but I think it just it flattens out the background with the foreground. A little bit of glow here, some orange glow, yellow, gold glow. And these are those leaves, those branches. Some more cloud texture, smoke texture, a little bit more glow. This is a overlay, light overlay. It's not much, but you can see a little bit of it there. And it should be down here. This is just a vignette, right? So we just have a nice little vignette here. Lens flare, kind of creates some of those sun rays here. Curve adjustment, brightens up everything. Right now it's nice and bright and colorful. And then we mute it to a tone, right? Once we do that, I pretty much took this whole layer, everything together, and flattened it into one image. And then essentially what this does is allows me to convert to smart object and then touch up the whole entire thing. So I forgot to turn on the shadow there. So once I do that, I convert it to smart object, and then I can go into camera raw filter and really dive into some detail stuff here. See the difference? Kind of just brings in some textures, flattens everything out to match everything to the same. one more gradient map to kind of mute it a little bit, make it a little bit more green and orangey. I thought that kind of brought it a vintage. I did test out this like dust material. I just don't think I liked it. And then here's your final wallpaper. So that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you for hanging. I'm sorry that this was 17 different videos and I wore 3 different outfits. But this was fun. I had a lot of fun making this. And I look forward to doing some more of these. So if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. See you guys.